Hello and welcome to Oweleketv News. I am Antonia Nwokolo. The news headlines. Senate reveals plans to resolve Nigerians' pain. Federal government begins payment of ASUU's withheld salaries. On the foreign scene, ships attacks and downing U.S. drone. Yemen's Houthis still put up fights. And in sports, deported Super Eagles midfielder back in Denmark, battling for residence permit. Welcome back. Now the news in details. The chairman of the Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters, Mohammed Mongono, expressed the National Assembly's deep concern over the ongoing security challenges in Nigeria, despite significant budget allocations intended to strengthen the country's defense and security capabilities. During a stakeholders dialogue on the state of human rights in Nigeria, organized by the Policy and Legal Advocacy Center in Abuja, Mongono highlighted the government's commitment to safeguarding lives and properties. He emphasized that the National Assembly had allocated a substantial portion of the 2024 budget, amounting to 3.25 trillion naira out of 28.7 trillion naira, to the security sector, aiming to empower various agencies to effectively tackle the menace of insecurity. Despite these efforts, insecurity issues such as kidnapping continue to plague the nation, with the civil society organization reporting approximately 245 kidnapping cases and over 6 billion naira in ransoms demanded by kidnappers in January 2024 alone. This situation underscores the complex challenges facing Nigeria's security apparatus and the urgent need for effective strategies to combat criminal activities across the country. Mongono stressed the government's primary responsibility to ensure the safety and security of its citizens, indicating that the allocation of a significant budget to the security sector reflects the National Assembly's prioritization of this critical issue. He, however, vowed that the National Assembly would intensify its oversight functions to ensure the judicious utilization of the funds. The federal government has begun the payment of withheld salaries of lecturers under the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU. The Director of Press in the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, Mr. Bawa Mokwa, confirmed the development. Mokwa said the government released 2 months' salary arrears to the affected lecturers at the weekend, while another tranche of 2 months' salary was slated to be released to them. The director said the government had resolved to offset the 8-month salary arrears of the university lecturers who embarked on an 8-month strike under former President Muhammadu Buhari. The Office of the Accountant General of the Federation spokesman assured the lecturers that the remaining 4-month salary arrears would be settled, but did not say when this would happen. Mokwa said only federal university lecturers captured into the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System (IPPIS) platform were being paid. There were fears on Monday that vehicular queues which reappeared in the Federal Capital Territory might spread to major cities in the country as the withdrawal of petrol tankers by their owners entered day 2 today. Many stations which on Sunday seamlessly sold petrol shut their gates all through yesterday, leaving motorists and other residents to crowd the few that opened for business. Those who had the patience to queue at a few independent stations that dispense petrol at between 648 naira and 670 naira per litre spent hours waiting, while others that could not turn to black markets where they paid 850 naira per litre. The Minister of Petroleum Resources, Henneke Lokogiri, met with the leadership of the tanker owners under the Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners, NATO, in his bid to prevent the situation from worsening. The meeting was also attended by the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Chief Executive Officer Farouk Ahmed, as well as the leaders of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria and Major Energy Marketers of Nigeria. He added that the federal government decided to wade in to save the public the pains associated with petrol scarcity. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleke.tv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. Justice Iyang Ekwo of the Federal High Court in Abuja has restrained the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and 3 others from encroaching into the Centenary Economic City Free Zone along Airport Road, Abuja. Besides Wike, others affected by the court's order include the Federal Capital Development Authority, FCDA, Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, and Arab contractors. Justice Ekwo, who issued the order in a judgment delivered, also made an order nullifying and setting aside in its entirety all executive actions, steps, decisions, and administrative controls, including the forceful encroachment of the premises by Arab contractors at the instructions of the minister, FCTA, and FCDA without the prior consent of the plaintiffs and the overriding approval of Nigerian Export Processing Zones authorities. Ekwo based these decisions on the grounds that the encroachment contradicted Sections 4 and 13 of NEBSA Act, provisions of Section 5 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, and therefore was unconstitutional, illegal, unlawful, void, and of no effect whatsoever. Justice Ekwo made an injunction order restraining them from exercising any executive or regulatory control on the zone, and the Arab contractors to pay to the plaintiffs the sum of 100 million naira only for the forceful invasion and destruction of the plaintiffs' master plan of the zone, designed by Eagle Hills Properties of the United Arab Emirates, at a cost of $35 million. The judge, who ordered the company to pay a 50 million general damages, also directed the firm to pay 5 million naira as cost of the action. He equally ordered an interest on the entire judgment sum at the rate of 10% per annum, commencing from the time of the delivery of the judgment till the entire judgment sum is fully liquidated by the construction firm. The People's Democratic Party has berated the All Progressives Congress and the federal government for attacking its governors who spoke out against what it called the failures of President Bola Tinubu and the APC government, which have plunged Nigerians into excruciating suffering. Honorable Debo Ologunagba, National Publicity Secretary of the party, in a statement noted that the APC and the Tinubu administration are responsible for the current biting economic hardship and surging wave of insecurity across the country, as they are completely overwhelmed and lack the capacity and competence to lead a nation like Nigeria. The PDP spokesman said by seeking to allocate President Tinubu's statutory duties to state governors, the APC has admitted that it imposed on Nigerians an incompetent president who cannot guarantee security and whose administration has devastated the national economy, resulting in extreme hunger, hopelessness, and desperation, as evident in the protests, agitation, and rising spate of suicide across the country. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has said it would only acknowledge the results of Saturday's governorship primary of the All Progressives Congress in Edo State, conducted by the committee appointed by the national leadership of the party. The Edo APC primary held last Saturday produced 3 winners. The Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, who is the chairman of the Edo State Primary Election Committee, announced Dennis Idahosa as the winner at Proti Hotel. The state returning officer Stanley Ubuaja held a parallel primary and declared Monday Okpebolo as the winner. Also, Ojo Babatunde, who claimed to be representing the returning officers in all the local governments, declared Anamero Dekeri as the winner of the election. But the Edo State leadership of the party have rejected the results declared by Uzodinma, insisting that only the state returning officer could declare the winner. Up next are stories on the foreign scene after the break.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleke.tv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. On the foreign scene, despite a month of US-led airstrikes, Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi rebels remain capable of launching significant attacks. Just this week, they seriously damaged a ship in a crucial strait and apparently downed an American drone worth tens of millions of dollars. The continued assaults by the Houthis on shipping through the crucial Red Sea corridor against the backdrop of Israel's war on Hamas in the Gaza Strip underscore the challenges in trying to stop the guerrilla-style attacks that have seen them held onto Yemen's capital and much of the war-ravaged country's north since 2014. Both the Houthis and Western officials acknowledge one of the most serious attacks on shipping launched by the rebels. The Houthis targeted the Belize-flagged bulk carrier Rubima with 2 anti-ship ballistic missiles, one of which struck the vessel. The Rubima, which already had reported problem. Meanwhile, the Houthis early on released a footage of what they described as a surface-to-air missile bringing down a US MQ-9 Reaper drone off the coast of Hodeidah, a Yemeni port city held by the Houthis on the Red Sea. The footage also included video of men dragging pieces of debris from the water onto a beach. In entertainment, Nigerian rapper Oladips Olabode Oladimeji, also known as Oladips, has left people talking over a video of him online. He revealed he was in a South African cell for 3 days. Oladips disclosed he left Nigeria on the day the Super Eagles were to play Cote d'Ivoire at the AFCON finals, with his destination being South Africa. However, upon arriving in South Africa, the Nigerian rapper was denied entry into the country before he was taken to a cell. In the cell, Oladips, who claimed he cried over the unexpected turn of events, was seen showing some dance moves. The rapper disclosed that he was in the cell for 3 days before he was allowed to leave on board another plane back to Nigeria. In sports, Super Eagles midfielder Izuna Uzochukwu, who was deported from Denmark, is back in the Scandinavian country as is trying to get his residence permit back. Since 2018, Uzochukwu has been fighting to get his Danish residence permit back, which was taken from him when he switched to Chinese club MZ Haka. Uzochukwu has both a girlfriend and a daughter in Denmark, which is why he came back after his stay in China and appealed the deportation. In December, this was rejected. Uzochukwu has not given up on getting a residence permit, and his lawyer is currently working to get the papers in order. And just before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. Senate reveals plan to resolve Nigerians' pain. Federal government begins payment of ASUU's withheld salaries. On the foreign scene, ship attacks and downing US drone. Yemen's Houthis still put up fights. And in sports, deported Super Eagles midfielder back in Denmark battling for residence permit. And that's the package on our news bulletin. Kindly follow us on all our social media platforms at Oweleketv. Our website is www.oweleke.tv. I am Antonia Mokolo. Thank you for watching.